Hello there, Hector the Bill here once again. On a previous video I was showing you how to scan, how to map your intra-week charts searching for key decision taking levels. Okay, basically searching for levels of support and resistance from an intra-week point of view, right? Well, since that's the core element of this system, again, it's basically what this system is totally based on. What I'm going to do is I am going to record another whole session where I am going to be doing exactly that. I am going to be mapping my own charts, drawing those key levels of support and resistance for you to see. All right, you see, again, I must repeat, this is the core element of this system. If you don't draw your levels of support and resistance accurately, chances are that you are going to be searching for trading opportunities at the wrong levels, okay, at the wrong junctions in your chart, and obviously that's not a positive thing, right? So we've got to make sure that you fully understand how to draw those intra-week levels of support and resistance. Okay, so I know this may sound a little bit boring. I know you've already watched a full video on that, but it's gonna be positive for you. Okay, so please bear with me, watch through this video, and try to follow along. All right, folks, let's get started. All right, well, let's get started with the Swissy, the American dollar against the Swiss franc 1 hour time frame. Let me expand that out a little bit. All right, what do we see here? All right, well, it seems like we have a double level of former resistance there, but then it got broken, and well, then it got broken once again, so I'm not gonna draw that. Then obviously we have the low for the week and the high point for the week, which is obviously something that I want to keep in mind. We have some sort of a double level of support around this area as well. Alright, so I reckon those are the three levels that I should be marking on this precise chart. Alright, basically that one there, then that one here, okay, and well, this is more or less an area, okay, an area in itself. Like I always say, the markets are not perfect. We cannot expect a level of support and resistance to fall in line right to the pip. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to mark this lower, this low there, but again, it's a whole area there between the 107.50 and the 107.40. All right, 10 pips of so far working as support. Okay, those are the two levels that I am going to keep in mind for the upcoming trading session. Obviously on the American dollar against the Swiss franc. All right, let's move to the next one. Next one up, the sterling pound against the American dollar. Obviously, they are all set to the 1 hour time frame. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Well, that's the high for the week. That's the low for the week, obviously. It seems like we have a former swing low there, right? Former swing low there. So if price comes to retest that level, it may work as resistance. I'm talking about the 155.50 area. What else? So far we have these three levels. All these lows and highs there belong to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 to 7 days ago. It's just way too far back in time. Always remember that the intra-week charts have a very short memory span. So again, I am gonna mark that one there, even though price is still way below that level. So, well, we could, if we wanted, we could let that one go at least for today, since price is certainly not gonna retest that level today. But at any rate, I'm just gonna mark them. Then we have this low there. And that's pretty much it. We have the high for today there, but well, for the time being, we don't really have anything else to mark here. All right, okay, let's bring this back to its original place, and let's move to the next one. All right, next one up, the euro against American dollar. Let's see what we have here. high for the week, low for the week. Those two levels, obviously, we want to mark them. We also have a swing low there, all right, after this nice swing down, and then we have a retracement giving us a swing point, certainly a level of support, but got broken there, That's a level that, it's to be taken off our chart. We also have a nice level of, a rather accurate or sharp level of resistance, having seen a bounce down of that level, right to the pip, the 136.50 area, all right? Actually, not an area, but a level, a precise level. I like to see my levels of support and resistance that precise. Well, a nice trading opportunity here would be to see a breakout, then a pullback to search for our long opportunities there, searching to profit from this up move up on this breakout pullback, and finally a continuation pattern. Don't you worry about any of this. You will see plenty of that on a future video. For the time being, we are gonna be marking those key levels of support and resistance, and again on a future video I will tell you what to do whenever price reaches or breaks those levels. Okay, but again, for the time being, we are just going to mark them. So there goes one line on your chart, there goes another line on your chart, and then there goes a final line. Do you see why I always say that mapping those intra-week levels of support and resistance is the core of this system? If you don't, if you're marking these lines at, let's say, rather inaccurate levels or inappropriate levels, then you are going to be searching for those trading opportunities at the wrong junction in your charts. Instead of searching for long opportunities in this area of the chart, who knows, maybe you may be searching for long opportunities around this area, and you shouldn't be searching for long opportunities right there. All right, so that's why I want to record this live session here, just to make sure you fully understand how to draw these intra-week levels. Those key levels of intra-week support and resistance. All right, there we are. All right, next one up, American dollar against the Japanese yen. Let's see what we have here. Alright, I am spotting one of the patterns, one of the price patterns I like to recurrently trade myself. That's the move, congestion, reversal move. Okay, this is a reversal pattern in which you trade the end of a former trend. You have a trend, a little bit of a congestion, and then the reversal. Don't you worry, you're gonna see plenty of this pattern on a future video. Alright? But like I said, just to tickle your curiosity, I will just say that this is a recurrent pattern that I like to trade very often, or as often as I am able to spot this particular pattern. Okay, I'm gonna mark that level there, obviously, with a line. I'm also gonna mark this level here, which is falls in line with this former level of resistance and now working as support. All right there. So let's also mark it with a horizontal line. Okay, also I'm finding this level, former resistance, also working as support. So this is certainly a level that you want to keep in mind on your chart, and obviously the low for the last few days worth of price action, right? This level down there. Those are the key levels in this chart. Just to let you know, I like to trade this move, then congestion, then the breakout to the downside, a little bit of a pullback, and to search for my short opportunities around that level. Again, you're gonna see plenty of that on a future video, but just to let you know what my trade plan is, okay, what my course of action is going to be over the following hours. Okay, let's move that back in place. Next one up, the Aussie, the Australian dollar against American dollar. All right, here we are. So what do we have here? Well, seems like we have one particular level of resistance that's been in place for quite a while, okay, quite a few days already. This area there, you see that? Moreover, we have that swing low, that swing low there, right? But then it got broken there and broken then again. Once again, as you know, once a particular level has been broken twice, I usually take it off my charts. So that leaves us this bounce point there to the downside. Let me just mark this particular level. All right, that particular level there. Then this level down here seems like right now we are forming another bounce point, but it's still too early to tell. Okay, you want to especially focus on the bounce points that you've seen on on the previous days. Anyway, that's pretty much what I see here. All right, so I'm just gonna put that back in place, and those are the two levels that are going to be in place, or that I'm gonna take note of on the Australian dollar against the American dollar. Okay, the next one up is the loonie, the American dollar against the Canadian dollar. For all of you who don't know, the loonie is the forex lingo for the American dollar against the Canadian dollar. Anyway, what do we see here? It's a rather chaotic price action, actually, a rather ugly chart. As you can see, price is ranging sideways, but it's expanding. All right, as price, oops, sorry about that. As price moves forward within the week, it simply gives us wilder and wilder swings without any type of market directional bias. All right, this is basically what's called, again on the forex lingo, an expanding range. All right, an expanding range, and it's one of the type of patterns I don't like to trade myself. I like to trade standard ranges where price is entrapped within two horizontal boundaries. But as you can see, price is not really entrapped within two horizontal boundaries. Take a look at the individual boxes, okay, as per the daily box indicator, which obviously you can download for free. The download link is under this video. Take a look at the daily price action. You see how every day we are getting wider daily ranges, both up and down. That's an expanding range. All right, and it usually means chaotic price action. So it would be very difficult to mark potential levels to trade from. Obviously, we have that one there, the high for the week. Then we have this one there, but as you can see, very messy price action of that level. Price, breaking up and down, around or messing around that level for quite a few times, quite a few swings in a row. So I would not mark that level there. Sorry about that. Pretty much the same thing here. We have a double level of support. Eventually price breaks down, and then it breaks down once again. So I would simply mark this level down here. Seems like we got finally a breakout and now a pullback, and now it seems like we are going back down. So this probably could have been a valid trading opportunity, but at any rate, like I say, ugly price action with this expanding range. All right, but anyway, we'll leave that for a future video. For the time being, we are just going to mark those key levels of support and resistance. All right, we have that one there, and we have that one there. This one probably being the main one, since price is reacting or already bouncing off that level. Okay, the 10400 level. That's the key area to keep an eye on for today. All right. All right, that's it for the loonie. Again, probably not the type of trading scenario that I like to trade, at least today. All right, next one up, the euro against the sterling pound. Let's see what we have here. Well, so far I am finding this double level of support, of resistance. Sorry, price topping out 2 days in a row around that area. All right, actually then it found a little bit of resistance there as well, didn't it? Anyway, so we would mark that as a straight line. Also we have this particular level there, obviously, and that one there as well. Then we have a mild point of resistance, an intraday point of resistance there. but well, it seems like price is breaking it down. But nonetheless, until it breaks twice that particular level, we are just going to keep it. Okay, we're just gonna mark it in our charts. All right, so we obviously have also the high, then we have the low. Okay, then we have this double level that we were talking about before. All right, we also have this one and this one, another two intra-week levels, sorry, intra-day levels of support, but nothing that I would really be concerned about. They don't really seem major points in your charts. Remember, you only want to mark the most obvious ones. Okay, this one there, that one there, that one there, and that one there. All right, okay, that's about it as far as the euro against the sterling pound goes. And now let's move on to the next one. All right, next one up, the euro against the Swiss franc. All right, I am kind of seeing a wild and chaotic price action here. As we can see, price has been flapping up and down, okay, as per the last few days. Do you see that? Certainly price has been kind of ranging sideways, but at any rate, this is an ugly range, a very ugly price action. In a future video, you will see how to trade range breakouts. The problem with this range is that we cannot really define the range boundaries. Take a look at the actual swing points defining the range here, both to the upside and also, actually, let me link the swing points, and also to the downside. I am just linking the swing points here. Do you see how we cannot really define a neat range? The type of range you want to trade are the ones where price is indeed flapping sideways within the range boundaries, but at any rate, the range boundaries are more or less falling in line, and therefore you can clearly identify those range boundaries. So whenever price breaks free from those from that congestion area, you can pinpoint the breakout point. All right, you can pinpoint the breakout point, so you know exactly at which precise level you want to trade from. All right. In here, you don't have that clearly identifiable range boundary. Okay, because again, price is chaotically and wildly swinging up and down within this range, and therefore, how are you to know when the breakout is actually taking place if the breakout point, those range boundaries I was talking about before, are not clearly identifiable? All right, prices, those range boundaries are rather wobbly, all right, rather shaky. You don't really know how to define the range, so we cannot really expect or we cannot really identify breakout points. Whenever you find this type of ranges, best course of action: don't take any type of trade, or don't search for any type of trading opportunity on this currency pair, at least for today. Okay, you can obviously come back to this chart tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. For the time being, this is not the type of trading pattern you want to trade, but at any rate, don't you worry, you are going to study all about range breakouts on a future video. Okay, but just for you to know that today I am certainly not going to be searching for trading opportunities on the euro against the Swiss franc. Okay, next one up, the euro against the Japanese yen. Let me expand this chart just a little bit, at least to take up for the last 4 or 5 days worth of price action. Okay, what do we see here? We have a swing point there that worked as resistance there and there, but got broken once. Then as it got broken once again, I will simply let that one go. Same thing here, broken once, broken there again, so I will let that one go. We have that one there, obviously the high for the week. We have another level of resistance there, sorry, of support there, you know, an intraday level of support. But at any rate, these are the two main, you know, valid levels of support and resistance on this chart. So those are the ones that I am going to mark. All right, there goes one. There goes another one. And well, just for the sake of being accurate with my levels, I am going to mark that one too. And that's pretty much it. I don't see anything else worth, worth taking note of on the euro against the Japanese yen. So let's put this back in place there, and there we are. Okie dokie, sterling pound against the Japanese yen, also obviously in the 1 hour time frame. Let's expand that out. Okay, well. Level of resistance there, level of resistance there, level of resistance there. Level of support, level of support, level of support. So that's certainly a level of support. We also have another swing low just below this one there, all right? So plenty of, yeah, this is actually a double, whoops, sorry about that, a double level. Just give me a second, guys. Let me take off the auto scroll feature. All right, that's a double level of support there, so we certainly want to mark that, even though it's quite a, it's a quite old level from an intraweek point of view. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 days. It's been 5 and 6 days since this level became significant. So, as you guys know, I don't really like to scroll back too much in my charts whenever I am intraday trading. So, I would reckon that these two levels are probably the 141 00 level is probably the key level of support in this particular currency pair. Okay, so let's mark that level there. Let's also mark this double swing high, okay, with a resistance line. Also obviously this one and that one there. Okay, there goes one line, and there goes another line. And, well, the job is done for the GBP, the sterling pound, against the Japanese yen. Let's put it back in place. All right, and now let me switch the auto scroll feature back on. Okay, next one up, the sterling pound against the Swiss franc. Let's expand that out. Okay, well, what do we see here? Obviously, that swing high there. We also have this sort of double bottom, okay, which eventually got broken. Actually, we are seeing some sort of a breakout, pullback, and then continuation pattern, which, as you will see on a future video, is one of the patterns we tried. What else do we see here? Well, we also see that level there, former support point, then it got broken, and it seems like price is messing around that area, right? Messing around that area. Still too early to tell whether we are going to get a breakout or a pullback, but at any rate, well, it's worth marking that 166.50 level in your chart, and then obviously that low there. So let's begin drawing our horizontal lines. There goes another one. Then there goes another one. Even though it's a little bit too old for my taste, okay, it's been already 1 to at least 5 days since this level, was significant. But at any rate, just for the sake of accuracy, I will let it there. And there goes another one, and there goes another one. As I was mentioning before, I like to pay special attention to the newer lines than to the old ones. Okay, I don't like to take trading decisions based on old lines. Anyway, that's it for the sterling pound against the Japanese yen. The Swiss franc. All right, next one up is the euro against the Australian dollar. Let's see what we have here. It's been the last few days. Well, I am seeing a nice move down before having price moved into this into this congestion area. Do you see that? Well, let's mark the key levels of resistance. We have that one there. Then we also have an old level of support. But again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days old. I don't really like to take trading decisions based on such an old levels of support and resistance. Okay, so that one there. We also have the low for this down move here, but in my opinion the key level of resistance, support and resistance throughout the week has been this area there. As you can see, we've had price topping out there, and there, so that's 3 days in a row finding resistance at that level. That's certainly the key level for the week, and that's where I want to, that's where I want to, the level I want to mark in my chart, right? Also, obviously, that one down there, okay? And even though we have a mild swing point there, a mild support point there, well, still, I believe that the key level for the entire week is that one there, all right? Okay, that's the euro against the Australian dollar. Let's see. Let me see if I can actually resize this window here. All right, there we are. Okay. Okay, now the euro against the Canadian dollar. All right, there we are. High point for the entire week. Another support point, but again, rather old. I will not take trading decisions based on that level. Then we have support and support. This is the key level of support for the week. All right. We can see how price has been finding support of that level for the last 2 days. So that's a level I am going to mark on my chart. And then we have this level of resistance there. You see resistance, resistance, and resistance. So there goes another level on my chart. And well, obviously, if we so wish, we can mark this one up here. Okay, and that's it. That's basically, those are the key levels I am going to mark on the euro against the Canadian dollar. Let's put this back in place. All right, next one up, the Swiss franc against the Japanese yen. All right, there we are. Well, we have a low point there, another low there, but broken and broken once again, so I'll take that off. Let me scroll back. Yeah, that's the low for the week, but price is still rather far away from that level. So we have a resistance level there, but also broken and broken, so no need to draw that. Another swing point in there, but also broken and broken once again. Seems like we are not going to find many levels of valid support and resistance on this one. We have that one there, we have that one there, a mild turning point in there, and I believe those are the only 3 levels that I am going to mark on the Swiss franc against the Japanese yen for the time being. I am not spotting any other interesting level here. That's it, we are done. All right, next one up, the New Zealand dollar against the American dollar. Let's expand that out. Okay, level of resistance there, level of resistance there, level of resistance there, level of support, broken, so that won't count. Then we have another level of support there, and well, a mild level of support there. I'm gonna mark these lines on my chart, even though I'm not quite really recognizing any trading pattern that I like on this particular setup. But well, nonetheless, again, I like to keep my my lines in place, my intra-week levels of support and resistance in place. And well, even though I'm not really liking anything here, anything that I'd like to try it, I'm just gonna mark those lines for you to see. All right. Okay, that's it as far as the Kiwi, the New Zealand dollar against the American dollar. Okay, now sterling pound against the Australian dollar. Wow, very nice trending scenario, isn't it? Quite a few days where price has been downtrending or healthily trending to the downside. So support, level of support in there. A little bit old for my taste, but nonetheless a level of support there. All right. Well, we have a very mild level of support in there. All right. Actually, seems like we got a typical breakout pullback continuation. One of the patterns you will learn to try it on a future video. Another level of support where price seems like it's well toying around that particular level. And then another level of resistance in there. Okay, that's pretty much it. I don't really see anything else. Obviously, I would also mark that level of resistance. I mean, today's high. Okay, so let's just do that. That level in there, which is that former support. But since price broke all the way up there, I may just as well readjust that trend line, right, and mark that particular level there. Then the low for the day. Then this double level of support that I was talking about before. We also have a mild one there, but rather this one there, rather old and not really significant enough for me to mark it. So I reckon this is pretty much this key level and then these two down there. I don't really see anything else. Again, this one has just been readjusted up there. This one, we could mark that one as well, but I don't know. I don't really think it's significant enough. It's not, you know, not that clear anymore. I very much doubt we will see any type of price reaction once price reaches up there once again. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is right now. Okay, sterling pound against the Canadian dollar now. Alright, another nice downtrending scenarios for the last few days. Level of support, level of resistance, nothing really here all the way until there. Support, okay, there support, resistance, and now, well, we have support, which is the low for the week. Alright, that's basically what I see. This level a little bit too old, okay, for my taste, but at any rate I'm gonna mark it just for you guys to see it. But again, if price comes back all the way up there, I would have very much doubt I'd get any type of interest in price reaction of that level, because again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days ago, from an intraday point of view, is already a rather old level of support and resistance. Okay, that's the reference level for the high for the week. That's the low. We don't really have any swing point all the way until here. You see that? So there goes. Okay, another level of support, and now another level of resistance in there. And that's about it. That's about it as far as this currency pair, the sterling pound against the Canadian dollar. Let's put it back in place. Okay, Australian dollar against the Japanese yen. Okay, double level of support. There goes one line. This level there broken quite a few times, so not gonna mark that. Then we have a level of resistance as well in there, but got broken and broken once again. You see there and there, so I'm not gonna mark that. So far as the resistance goes, I only have that line. As far as support, again, a double level there, then that one there, and it seems like right now we are creating a new bounce point, but that one is a little bit too early to tell. At the end of the day, this is current market price, so that level, I mean, considering this is the 1 hour time frame, that level was just created 1 hour ago. A little bit too early to tell. So far I have that one there, that one there, and that one. Let me just bring it up a little bit. That's what we have on this Australian dollar against the Japanese yen currency pair. Let's bring that back in place and let's move on to the next one. We are almost finished, guys. Okay, now next one up, Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen. Ooh, nice uptrending scenario, isn't it? Very nice uptrending scenarios for the last few days. What have we seen so far? Well, a typical zigzagging price formation in the direction, obviously, of the trend. All right, so key levels of support and resistance. This one there, which is being retested as I speak. This may give us a nice trading opportunity. We'll have to follow that on the 15 minutes time frame. But at any rate, resistance, resistance, resistance. That resistance level already gave us that trading opportunity that I was talking about before. You see this breakout, pullback, and then continuation pattern. Well, that's exactly what we may get now. Breakout, pullback, continuation pattern, typical zigzagging formation on every trending scenario. All right, so this is one of the charts that I am going to be following right now. I'm going to quickly simply mark the key levels of support and resistance in this particular uptrending scenario. All right. That's it. This one and this one is a little bit too old. I'm just gonna focus especially on this one here. Okay. All right. Let's bring that back then in place. And finally, the New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen. What do we have here? Well, I am seeing some sort of a resistance area around this area. Okay, around this level, sorry. This particular level there got broken quite a few times, so I'm just going to ditch that one. And I'm going to focus as our key level of resistance, well, this double top level there. We also have this level of support with this double swing down, and then we also have this one here. Okay, you see that? At any rate, it seems like this area, the 6350 area, is working indeed as support, even though we saw price reaching temporarily to the downside immediately after it came back up. So for the time being, I'm gonna mark the entire area as indeed as support level. All right, just gonna mark that area there. All right, and then obviously again that level there. Those are the two main key levels of support and resistance as of lately. Obviously we have another one down here which seems let me see, yeah, seems to be the bottom of the entire week, but actually that level belongs to the previous week. It's been already way too many days, and I'm not gonna take any trading decision based on that level. So again, this double top there and this entire support level with those 3 days in a row more or less bottoming out at that level. And well, that's basically it. That's what you do, okay? As you sit at your trading station early in the morning, please dedicate 15-20 minutes to analyze your intra-week levels of support and resistance. Again, once you get the hang of it, trust me if I say that it should not take more than 20 minutes, more or less. It's well worth mapping your intra-week charts in order to have a clear idea as per the levels you want to base your trading decisions around. All right. In a future video, we are gonna see which of all these different different charts you are to pick, you are to follow for the upcoming trading session. Obviously, you are not going to follow all of them. That would be completely crazy. No one can follow in real time this many charts. Don't you worry, I'm going to show you which particular charts or which particular price patterns you want to be actively searching for the rest of the trading session. All right? All right, I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.